What's up? What's up? What's up? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Real women are rare. You understand me? Real women are rare. You know what I'm saying? a lot of people don't understand what a real woman is. Only real women recognize real women. But real women know everything about everybody, but says nothing. Keep it all to herself. You know what I'm saying? But in the video based after the thumbnail, and basically in the video, Charleston White was on Fresh and Fit with Myron and Fresh. And I guess Fresh is fresh and then Myron must be fit. Cause Fresh damn show ain't fit. But anyways, he was on their podcast where basically they podcast is they call themselves the red pill group or the red pill crowd. Meaning red pill is the people that's woke, basically. Like, you ever seen The Matrix? He said, you want the red pill or the blue pill? So it's like the Matrix for them. You know what I'm saying? The red pill symbolizes real freedom, escape and detachment from the Matrix completely, meaning you ain't buying into the bullshit. You literally aware, you awake. You know what I'm saying? You ain't falling for none of the fuck shit. You on point, basically, right? And then everybody else considered the blue pill. So the red pill boys basically was, brought a bunch of fairies onto the podcast. You got fairies with a sprinkle of queens in the mix. I'ma say that. I ain't gonna just say they all fairies, because they don't just invite all fairies to the situation. Majority of them be fairies and queens. You might rarely see a goddess on there, but most of the time on Fresh and Fit, you go get fairies and you go get queens. Majority of the time, right? So I think on this one in particular, though, this episode, they had like 6 or 7 fairies and maybe 1 queen. I ain't necessarily watched the episode, but I watched enough of their episodes and stuff to know. You know what I mean? And yes, I do sports bet a little bit, but we talking about this episode of Fresh Fit with Charleston White. So yeah, boom. The question was asked to them. Well, the particular clip that I want to focus on wasn't even a question that was necessarily asked. It was what Charleston White had said basically about how women are the cause of, how the diseases is getting spreaded around so much. And he ain't lying, because when you think about it, it's not easy for dudes to just go around getting girls, getting ladies like that. You feel me? So it gotta be the fact that females done became too loose. They too loose. You know what I'm saying? They giving it to everybody. Literally. Because technically they vessels is the ones that hold shit. You know what I'm saying? So what he was saying is that women are cause of most of the sexual destruction of the world, because they stop being ladylike. They stop, keeping they to themselves. You feel me? They stop keeping the cookies in the cookie jar, the fairy dust in the fairy dust jar, so to speak. You feel me? So he ain't lying when he say that. Now, when I say real women are rare, the reason I say real women are rare is because most ladies out here don't want to hear the real definition of a real woman, because they go feel like it's degrading, or they go feel like they less of a person. But it's not that you less of a person. You a woman. That's what you're supposed to be, a woman. So when we describe what a woman is, don't take it as something that's less than a man. It's not less than a man. It's just a woman. Literally, that's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? So when we say things like ladies or women are kind, sweet. They don't want no get back. You know what I'm saying? They not go tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if a real woman get cheated on, she either go stay and see if things change. More than likely, 9 times out of 10, she go stay for a little while to see if things change. But as soon as she realizes things not gonna change, she just go move on. She not go cheat. She not go try to get no get back. She not go even, like, be bitter or nothing. If they got kids, she go still let the kids go see their daddy. Matter of fact, she ain't even gonna let him see them. She gonna make him see them. She gonna make sure they see him on the weekend. I promise you that. Like, a good woman, she ain't finna be spiteful. She probably ain't even gonna put him on child support for real, or none of that. Especially if he taking care of his kids, no child support. But if he having a hard time with doing certain things, then he probably gonna be on child support by default. But I mean, if you got to, you got to. But if he a good dad and he doing for his kids, she ain't even gonna put him on child support or nothing. She's not spiteful. She's not an angry, bitter person. That's a real woman. Like, a real woman does not play these games that men play. So I'm gonna put it to you in this perspective. When real women change men into husbands, and that's a fact. Cause that's you gotta look at it like this. Motherfuckers always talking about, like, women can't do women make husbands. They say men make wives, but at the end of the day, women make husbands too. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, shit, women make themselves wives. They make us husbands and make themselves wives if they a good woman. Only good women can do that, though. You feel me? Like, real women. You feel me? Because one thing about it, you'll know if you got good husband material. I put it to you like this. A good man, a man with, like, real morals, principles, loyalty and shit like that, if he got a real good woman, a woman that, he done been doing, like, dirty shit, like, he done been cheating on her, he done been, like, I don't know, putting money away behind her back, whatever it is, he doing sneaky shit, you know what I'm saying? And she just been loyal the whole time. If he got any ounce of, like, real, like, morals and, dignity and shit like that, he gonna feel bad and he gonna straighten the fuck up, and then he gonna become the man that he's supposed to be. And then guess what? Now he husband material, and guess what he finna do? He finna wife her up. You feel me? But technically, she made herself a wife because she made him a husband. But they ain't thinking about it like that because they too stuck on trying to get back, and you don't win if you try to do it like that. The real women, they ultimately win every time because they ain't trying to win in a fucked up way. They trying to win on some, like, we both win type shit. Real women make sure the whole team win. I'm gonna just put it like that. You know you got a real woman if she worrying about what the whole team doing. If the whole team winning and she happy, then you got your real woman. Because, all the other ones, they ain't care about the team. They care about them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I was watching a show, matter of fact, an example of a good, real woman. So, the lady, husband, divorced her, right? Now, he divorced her and went to go and do all kind of shit. Got, young things running around, right? Her, on the other hand, she went to go stay with her daughter best friend she stayed at her daughter best friend guest house, just living, chilling. Ain't got no man, got no guy she interested in or nothing. She don't even want no man. She just want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, real good woman. Like, she ain't even looking for another man. Like, a good woman, a real woman, not looking for another man, bro. Like, they chilling. You feel me? Like, if one come, they might snatch him up if they feel like it type shit. But for the most part, they chilling. You feel me? Because they like to death really do us part type shit. Like, they really take that shit serious. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but a lot of people, and then in the show too, she wanted to leave and not be around her kids and stuff no more because she was like, I don't want my kids to feel like I'm pitiful. And the kids said the exact thing I was thinking. How you pitiful? You a real woman. You really standing on business. You standing on business for your family. You a real woman. Like, that ain't nothing to feel pitiful about at all. And like the kids told her, he pitiful, not you. Because you the one, you standing on business. You here for us. You feel me? Like, you can't ask for more than that, dog. Like, and that's what I'm saying. You ain't got no more women's like that. You feel me? The real women's go stand on business. They not worried about what a man doing at all. They don't care. Like, real women do not care what men got going on. Just like men don't care about what women got going on. They mind they fucking business. got something about what some women doing or something, they ain't gonna know shit. They don't give a fuck. Oh man, shit, they don't give a damn. Same thing with real women. Go ask a real woman like what these men got going on. They're like, I don't know. I ain't worried about their ass. I'm worried about what I got going on. Like they mind they fucking business. That's minding your business. Like, but at the same time, they still want it. They still, you know what I'm saying? If he tell her, he tell her. If she tell him, she tell him. It's that type of shit. Like, but you know, that's the old days, the old school days. You feel me? Like back when motherfuckers get married, right? These people don't even want to do this no more, right? So, for instance, I'm pretty sure your grandma, somebody in your family done did this. Somebody in your family that's married right now, and they done been married for 40 years, but they ain't even with the person they married to. They with somebody else, but they still married to who they married to. Yeah, like that's how that shit really was back then. Like they'd be like, well, especially on some shit like, because in the Bible it say if the man frees the woman and allows her to do as she pleases, then that's cool. I seen that. I read that shit in the Bible. But anyways, I don't know if that mean they got to get a divorce for real. But for the most part, I know married people that's married. They not together though, but they married, and you know they agreed to, you know, stay married, but do what you want to do your thing. And I like that. I love that because I mean, that's a partner for life. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I like that. I like the ideal of that. Like, we still married at the end of the day. Like, if we want to get back together, we can get back together. Like, I like that. Like, for the people involved on the outskirts of that, you know, I don't know how they feel about it, but, and a wife. Like, I got a wife that literally does not care. So, even if I just run into the wrong type of female that's on some like, well, I'm gonna tell your wife, I'm like, bruh, she know anyways. Like, and if you hit her up, all you finna do is get yourself cut off. Cause as soon as y'all start giving her drama that's unnecessary, unwanted, unwarranted, I'm cutting your ass off. That's one of the biggest rules in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? My girl like girls, you feel me? So she be having girlfriends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she got a nigga too, but I don't know. I don't be tripping if she got a nigga. Like I said, men don't be worrying about what women got going on. Like, I'm a man. I don't give a fuck. She probably do got a nigga. I wouldn't know because I don't give a fuck. But my thing is this. I ain't never had no nigga text my phone. I ain't never had one of her females text my phone. Long as nobody she dealing with texting me, calling me, or trying to disrespect me in no way, we good. Now, me and her, we a little different when it come down to certain stuff. How can I put it? Like certain, so you know, with females, because she deal with a lot of females. I deal with only females, but she deal with a lot of females. Like I said, she could have some niggas. I don't know, but she don't understand like that passive ass, like some people be like passive aggressive with they like comments or whatever, right? Me, I'm very aware of that. I catch up on that real quick. I'm very much pick up on that kind of shit. So if I'm dealing with a female and she having like backhand compliments or she saying like little slick shit or something, if it go on long enough, I eventually cut the female off because it's like, okay, you disrespecting my wife. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So we on our way to the great country, the great country of Barnwell, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I was like a baby. I think I lived out here from like born to 4 or some shit, or maybe by 5. I don't fucking know. All I know is it was very boring in the country. Like every time I would come, it was adventurous at times, but for the most part, boring is the fuck. But the real women are rare. You know what I'm saying? I got a homegirl that's married. I would consider her one of the real women. My wife, Uh, I would consider her back and forth ish, I guess, because there's days when she more of a queen than a goddess. You know what I'm saying? But it's times where she can be very goddess like the other day she definitely like I ain't gonna lie the past like week or month low key she been on some goddess type shit. I ain't gonna lie, but before that she was on a whole lot of queen shit. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been a good little turnaround when it comes to that. I feel like I've had times where I've been on some like king shit and some magician shit at times, but for the most part I try to carry myself as a son of God. You dig what I'm saying? I try. But I feel as if the things that we don't need have become cool, and kids like what's cool. So somehow, some way, we gotta make the things that are actually good for us cool again. So I don't know how we gonna do it, but we have to make showing respect to our elders cool again. We have to make everything that has just become not cool cool again. I see people don't be opening doors for folks sometimes. I see people don't just be they just don't even be speaking to folks sometimes. Like let's make hospitality cool again. Let's make being nice to your neighbor cool again. Let's just make like shit that's supposed to be cool again. Cause this shit ain't cool that we got going on. We got a lot of uncool shit going on in a world where we should have a lot of cool shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but I love to say it all at the same time. Let's make telling cool again. Like I hate when I hear like people telling a kid not to tell. That's not cool. They supposed to tell. That's cool. Tell, cause that's their only defense. And then guess what? The ones that feel like they can't tell, those end up being the crash outs later on because they ain't tell. So you think about that. If something that happened to a kid and they can't tell what the fuck they supposed to do, grow up and handle it. That's what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So bring that back. And then also women, ain't y'all job, but it could help if when in the presence of these fairies and these queens and you see that they're having a disagreement or argument with a man that is actually present himself like a real man as a queen, I mean as a goddess or a woman, you should step in and let that queen or that fairy know, hey, look, young lady, let me tell you something. You got it all messed up. I'm going to just tell you this from a real woman perspective. You wrong, he right. You know what I'm saying? And it's best that you listen. But I can't tell you what to do. I can't make you do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't wrong. And go about your business. Leave it at that. Because I've noticed on these podcasts when these